What's good, people? Thanks as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. All right, this one broke, what was it, yesterday or the day before, that the WBC, who have been going back and forth with this Dillian White crap, want to make Dillian White versus Tyson Fury as a final eliminator, the winner fight WBC champ Deontay Wilder. That's what they want to do. Whereas Dillian White and obviously Eddie Hearn want to make Dillian White versus Oscar Rivas, which I think makes more sense as a final eliminator, right? Because Dillian White is #1 ranked WBC right now, so he deserves the shot after Dominic Breazeale. But it almost seems like the WBC want to postpone this and push it back as much as they can so that their man, Deontay Wilder, can have his, providing he gets past Dominic Breazeale, by the way. I need to do a video on that fight because I don't think that fight's as easy as people think. But providing he gets past Dominic Breazeale, they want to postpone this so that he can have his fights against Luis Ortiz and Kalnacki, whilst Dillian White has to go for Oscar Rivas and then Tyson Fury to get his WBC shot. I mean, they are taking the piss out of Dillian White. They really are. They really, really are. Look, do I like the fight? Absolutely. I mean, who wouldn't like the fight? Dillian White versus Tyson Fury. Yes, please. I mean, if they can make that fight, if Tyson Fury wants to make that fight, which I don't think he would want to make that fight, then yeah, make it happen. But I don't think that he has to, in order to get his title shot, have to go through Oscar Rivas, who's a very, very tough fight for him, by the way. Very tough fight. And then have to go through Tyson Fury. You're taking the piss. You're taking the piss. And I said this a lot about Dillian White. And look, we don't know if this offer was genuine that was made to him. We still don't know. I don't know if it was or not, about fighting Joshua at Wembley. But I said at the time that he should have taken that shot because a world title shot isn't going to come anytime soon. I think a few people thumbed down the video saying, why should he? And I said, well, he should. He should. Sometimes you've got to take what's given. Sometimes, right? And we're led to believe that £4 million, maybe a bit more, plus a chance of fighting at Wembley, 90,000, 4 belts, yes, IBO people, was on the table. He turned it down thinking, I'm going to get a shot somewhere. And now all of a sudden, the WBC, who really was his favourite option to get that shot, is saying, well, not really. We'll give you a fight. I'll give you a fight against Oscar Rivas. And then after that, Tyson Fury. I mean, I said it at the time. This guy's not getting a world title shot till mid or late 2020. A lot of you were like, yeah, boo-boo. It's true now. Look at this. This is what's going on. I mean, how on earth should he have to fight Tyson Fury in a final eliminator in order to fight Deontay Wilder? How on earth, when he's already ranked #1? He's already ranked #1 by the WBC. How on earth should that happen? His best route now, especially now that Alexander Usyk is injured, is that Dillian White's ranked #1 by the WBA. Now, there was a lot of talk about Alexander Usyk getting the first shot at Anthony Joshua because that's the way it works. If a cruiserweight champion comes up, he can have the first crack at the heavyweight champion. But now with Usyk injured, surely Dillian White gets the first crack at this mandatory that AJ has to fulfill for the WBA. That's his best route now. Dillian White has said he doesn't want the Tyson Fury fight. That's what we're led to believe. He has now come out again and said that it's not that he doesn't want the Tyson Fury fight, it's that Tyson Fury won't want the fight. And I'm more believing than that, if I'm honest with you. I think Dillian White will fight Tyson Fury. I think he'll fight Tyson Fury any day of the week. But I don't know if Tyson Fury will fight Dillian White. Not right now. Not that he signed this big contract with ESPN. I mean, we've seen the type of fights he wants to fight, and that's the likes of Tom Schwartz, right? So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, even Tyson Fury's mentioned things like, what's he said? I've got 3 more fights left in me, or something along those lines. I don't know if that's just trying to get attention, but that's what he said. So I'm not sure what's going to happen with Dillian White. Really, I'm not sure. Again, I don't think this is fair. I think Oscar Rivas should be the final eliminator. Oscar Rivas is legit. He's unbeaten. He comes to win. That should be the final eliminator. But if that is the final eliminator, so even if the WBC say, you know what, okay, we're happy with that, that'd be the final eliminator, he's still going to have to wait until Wilder, who they're going to give a couple of voluntaries to, he's still going to have to wait for him to fight Luis Ortiz and Kalnacki. Both of them not easy fights for Deontay Wilder, so he's going to have to sit out anyway. So in the meantime, what does he do? I don't know. If he comes through Oscar Rivas, he might have to either sit it out, like a lot of other fighters done. Bermane Stiverne has done the same thing. He sat it out for ages until he got his second crack at Deontay Wilder, or he fights people like Povetkin, Pulev, and just makes that money on pay-per-view. I don't know, but I don't think him versus Fury for a final eliminator is fair. I don't know what the WBC are doing right now. I mean, they've done this ruling with Vasyl Lomachenko recently. I'm not quite sure what they're doing. One thing I do know they're doing is they are taking the piss out of Dillian White. And right now, and I said this at the time, that Dillian White's going to be kicking himself If you're not saying, you know, 100% I'll take that fight against AJ at Wembley. No matter what, I'll take it. And then let's see what Eddie Hearn would have done, right? But because he didn't take it, because he said no to it, it was easy for Eddie Hearn to say, you know, okay, Jarrell Miller. That's boxing for you guys. What do you think? Dillian Whyte, Tyson Fury, WBC final eliminator? Sign me up, but ain't going to happen. Peace.